If you are looking for a step-by-step guide of integration of Vimeo with PHP, then you are in the right place. Hey guys, this is Raj, and from upcoming videos, we are building an application that uses a great video hosting service called as Vimeo. We are uploading a video directly via our application to the Vimeo and storing that data into the database. Next video, we are going to take that video and display in our applications. So in this video tutorial series, we are going to covering topics like Vimeo API, Vimeo PHP SDK, Vimeo account and a SDK setup, and Vimeo player integration. So with that being said, let's start the video. So let's start building our application. So we are going to divide this video into three parts. First is create account, second one is the setup account, and last one is the visit documentation. So let's go into the first step. First step is create account. So first of all, we need to visit this vimeo.com account and create our one free account. Next step is to create one new account. So just click on the join button, and from here you need to fill your details. Also you can sign up with your Google account. So I'm going to sign up with my email address. Click to join with email, and next step is going to just skip this step for now by clicking skip, and we are done with creating our account. Type vimeo.com into your browser, and we are successfully created one account. So move to the second step. So Vimeo also send one verification link to your email address. So from there you need to verify yourself. Step is to create your app into the Vimeo dashboard. Visit to the following link. After that you need to click on the API. As you can see, this is a Vimeo official documentation. So we can see all these instructions to get started with Vimeo. You need to click create an app. Then after that you need to provide your application name, and also you need to provide a brief description about your application, and you need to check this, agree the terms and condition, and click to the create app. It will redirect you to the next page. So we are done with the create application. Next we are also done with the register our application, and next we are need to set up our Vimeo SDK with PHP. App dashboard, you need to also generate one access token for uploading a video. So under the authentication, just click on the authenticated and click on this private checkbox, and just click on the upload. So this will provide you a upload access via your PHP application directly to the Vimeo account. So and then create generate. This token is only visible at once, so you need to just copy that token and paste into notepad. We are done with register application, and we are currently in the setup of Vimeo SDK. So setting up PHP application, you need to install a composer. Composer is basically a package manager for PHP. Just visit to the getcomposer.org and download and install for your system. So again visit to this getting started guide and copy this command. Visit to a folder, and we need to run some command on the terminal. So open this command prompt, and from here just copy this address, go to that directory by using cd command. So we are currently on this directory. So we need to paste this command composer require Vimeo / Vimeo API and hit enter. So this command will run and get configure some composer file inside our directory. So as you can see, this command is running and installing some packages for Vimeo SDK. So you can see two extra composer and composer.log file is added into our folder structure, and also one vendor file inside here. Vimeo supported folder is being created. So I created some basic HTML template for uploading a file via our application. So this is a form where we upload a video directly to the Vimeo. So this is my folder structure where we have a one index file. This contains the one form. I have next file that contain the our logical part, one config folder where we need to provide our a client ID from a Vimeo, and the client secret and the access token that we generated just, and the basic styling. I'll put the GitHub link of this source code file in the description, so from there you can also refer that. So again, visit to the developer.vimeo.com/apps where you can find all your created application. So I just created this application, so I'm going to click this application. So from here we need to copy a client ID. Just copy that, go to your application. So we have created one config file. Inside it we have a config.php. so we have this client ID. Just paste that, scroll down, and as I already mentioned, this token is hidden. So we already copy and pasted this token into one notepad file. So we need to paste this token here, and we need a client secret. So for that, scroll down. Here you can see a client secret. Just copy that and paste into config file. Just save that thing. So again, visit to this getting started guide. So we done this generate access token step. Next step is to make a API call. So you're going to find a PHP code for the making API call from our application to the Vimeo. Just copy this code, go to the index.php, paste this. So we need to provide a folder path. So we need to provide this autoload.php path from our folder. So inside vendor we have this autoload.php. So just type, and also we are created a config file. So we need to embed that file into our index.php file. For embedding this, we are using require. Inside config folder we have this config.php that contain all configuration related code of the Vimeo. So from here we have this client ID, client secret and access token. So we need to provide inside this double quotes. So we are ready to make our first API call. So just run your application. So this will processing and making a API call to the Vimeo. So let's see how this API call returns some responses. We make some mistake in the line number 37. So we have a client ID, client secret and client token. So let's see that. So this client token, inside we have this config. We are taken this as a access token, so just copy that again and paste here, and again refresh this application. So as you can see, we successfully make our first Vimeo API call and we are ready to go. If you facing any error in this step, so you need to first check for inside your config file where you all define your client ID. You need to first check for your client ID. Then after that you need to check for a client secret and a access token. So we are moving to the third and the final step, that is visit to the documentation and make our application live. So just visit to this link, just visit to this official GitHub site of the Vimeo PHP SDK, and as you can see, we already done this part as installing Composer, running this command and generating a token, and also we generated a token with our authentication method, and we also make one successfully API request to the Vimeo and we get the successful response. So the next part is to uploading a video. For uploading a video, we have this one form. With the help of this form, we are selecting one video, provide any title to the video and provide any description for the video. After this upload button click, we are created one upload.php file that is currently blank, and in here we need to write our main logic for uploading to the Vimeo service. Visit to your code editor. In our case we are using a Visual Studio, so from below line we are not using this. So we have one form that is and the method and the action is upload.php file. Method is post. Whenever you upload any file, you need to mention one attribute that is a int type, and that attribute value have multipart /form-data. Open this upload.php. We also require some configuration file, that is a client ID, client secret and token from this config file. So we need to require this file. We need to embed this file into upload.php. For embedding this, use require. So inside config we have config.php file. We also need to embed the Composer autoload file. We also need to embed this autoload file that is inside vendor folder and autoload php. This is a default statement. So let's get a value from this input. So we are getting this value with the help of this name attribute. Just copy all the attribute name, and first of all we are fetching file. So for fetching file we use PHP super global variable, where you need to provide a file name, file attribute name value. You need to provide file attribute name value, and the second parameter is name. So whenever PHP trying to upload any file to a specific folder, PHP store that file into some temporary directory. So we need to provide that thing also. So again use the file super global variable, and second parameter in this thing we have tmp underscore name. Also have the input field like getting the title of the video and also getting the description of the video. So let's store this. Let's store inside this title variable. So we are getting these values. So we are using PHP super global post for getting this input value, because this is not a file this is just a input value. So we need to provide this title name attribute, and similarly for description. So we also need to include some Vimeo code, that is creating one client and that invoke a Vimeo method that require the client ID, client secret, the access token that we are specified in the config folder, and that make one response with the get method. So when we make any upload call to the Vimeo, so we have some default statement. So we have some default PHP code in this one by one. So we are creating one URI thing client, and this invoke a upload method that will require a file name. So we have this file, copy that. This will require this temporary file name. So copy that, and inside the upload method you need to provide one parameter as temporary file name, and this is an array, and this will require a video name to be passed and also description to be passed. In this array you can provide a multiple key and value pair, but we only providing the name and the description to the video. So we are storing name thing inside the title variable and description inside this DESC variable. Just copy and the paste here. Also next line we have the response. So this will make a response and get one status code. So we are checking a response from the Vimeo with the help of this if and else block. So first of all, the status, if the status is get completed, so we are printing the statement to the user. That means the video is completing uploaded to the Vimeo. And after that we have else if condition. If we get a status as in progress, so we are displaying that message to the user. That means a video is processing, and you can access that video after a few minutes. If all else get failed, so this default condition being printed. After we get the status as a completed true, so we will get a response from the Vimeo that will return us a URI. With the help of this URI, we are able to fetch a video ID from there and store that video ID into our database for further processing. So that video ID we are using into the next video for fetching that videos from Vimeo. So we created a video underscore link that will store the URI inside the video link. If that video is being successfully uploaded, we are printing this video ID. The next part is to store the video ID into our database for further process with the help of this Vimeo response. So we have stored this video ID into this into this variable, and also we need to store a title and the description for the video. So first of all we need to visit to the PHP admin. Inside here we need to create one database. So just click to the new, provide a database name, test Vimeo, and hit create. So one database is being created. Inside here we need to create one table also. So from here we need a 4 column. First one is ID, that is a default auto incremented thing that is incremented each time whenever a new record is being inserted into our table, and this is a primary key for a table. Second one is a video ID. Third column is the title. Next one is description. Video ID is a varchar. That is a variable character. In a similar way, the title and the description, and click to save. So in this step we are created a Vimeo PHP table that will contain a video ID, title and the description column fields. So just copy this database name. From here we need to create a connection variable that will establish a connection to the database, and MySQL connect function will connect to the database, and this is required. So that function require a 4 parameter. First one is the host. So we are using SAM server, so the host is localhost. Default username root, default password is blank, and our database name, that is in our case a Vimeo PHP. So we need to also create one SQL statement here. So the insert SQL statement is insert into the table name. So the table name is Vimeo PHP. In here we providing a 3 column values. First one is the video ID. The first one is video underscore ID. We are getting this video ID in get video ID variable. We need to pass this variable into this. And next thing we are getting this title from the form, and we are storing title inside the title variable. And description inside this variable. So we need to run this. Statement. So MySQL query function will run this SQL query, and this will require a connection variable, and next one the SQL statement variable. If that run statement is successfully run or not. If that successfully executed, data inserted message will show to the user, and if not, be showing a error message to the user with the help of MySQL error function that will require a connection variable, provide title and the description. So this will processing and uploading to the Vimeo. So just wait for a while. So as we can see, we get the video uploading status is done. For cross verifying this thing, you need to visit to your vimeo.com dashboard and refresh. So we can see that one video is just uploaded to the Vimeo dashboard. So let's upload one more video. Refresh your application, choose any file, choose any video file, and upload. This will again upload this video into the Vimeo dashboard, and by refreshing into the Vimeo dashboard you can see your uploaded video here. So you can see your uploaded video is being processing, and as you can see we got 2 more video into our database table. So guys, this is it for this part of the video. So also make sure you check out the next video of this series. We are going to fetch all the video from the database and embedding a Vimeo default player into our dashboard. So bye for now guys.